Welcome everyone to Fukuoka, more specifically Ohori Park. Yes, I'm here relaxing a little bit before today's third round draw in the Emperor's Cup against Avispa. But before we get on with that game, we do of course have some to catch up on. So without further ado, let's hop into Football Manager 21 and crack on with today's episode. The first catch-up game sees us head back into the J1 League for our game away to Vigalta Sendai. I probably completely butchered that, but Nakashima did not butcher his effort. A late goal, well, late-ish. It was middle of the second half, 61st minute to be precise. He managed to finally get us that winning goal. As you can see though, we were the better team throughout that game. 15 shots to their 3, 9 on target to their 2, a 1.38 XG to a 0.28, 58% possession to 42, 87% passing to 81. All round, just a better team, as you can see. A couple of players did struggle though. Songkrazin with a 6.5 and Komai on a 6.6 definitely need to be doing better. Same with the substitute in Yoshi the Hero. He was not a hero this time. He only got a 6.5. But everyone else had a decent game. So, how did we get on in our second catch-up game? Our second game sees us versus today's opponent, Avispa Fukuoka. Yes, we welcome them to Sapporo, and after having a goal disallowed 2 minutes in, Nakashima finally gets on the scoring in the second half. But we didn't finish there, no, we went and doubled it up. Yanagi on the left-hand side, whipping one in for Ogashiwa, who of course came on as a substitute, and drilled one past the goalkeeper. So, again, as you can see, the whole starting lineup this time, all having a cracking game. I don't think nobody struggled. Ogashiwa with a 7.4 and a goal coming off the bench. Nakashima with a 7.2 and a goal. All round good performance, and we even held them to 2 shots. Admittedly, both were on target, but 2 shots overall in that entirety of the game. A 2.17 XG to a 0.46. We can't complain with that, and it's very good news going into today's game. Hopefully we can retain that form going into today's game as we play at their place. But we have a third and final catch-up game, so how did we get on with that one? The third catch-up game sees us welcome Cerezo Osaka. Yes, they are top of the league, and well, they showed exactly why in today's game. A 2-1 victory in the end, getting the opening goal. Takagai also whipped in a corner, nodded a second past us, and well, we did show a little bit of fighting spirit. As you can see here on the 92nd, almost 93rd, Fukai whips one in, Ogashiwa drills one past the goalkeeper, but it was a little bit too late. Nice to see the heart from the lads. Unfortunately though, a few key players were missing. As you can see, Yoshi the Hero at left back, 6.3. We need more from him. Nakano, if he's having a 6.5, we're usually losing the game. AK-47, 6.2, again, disappointing. Nakashima, we need more than 6.6 from you. I can't be too disheartened with a 6.6, but considering these two are completely tanking it, quite frankly, we do need the likes of Nakashima then to at least be picking up 7s. And well, as you can see, our substitutes, 2 6.6s. Ogashiwa, 7.2. He again came on and did a fantastic job, which is nice to see for his development. But overall, we just wasn't the better team. Although, I have just noticed we did have a better XG, a 1.24 to a 1.19. Unfortunately though, we just wasn't as clinical. They made opportunities from the little they had, whereas we seem to have the ball and just not use it so much. As you can see, 11 shots to their 9, but 3 on target to their 4. It's just not what we want. Our passing was decent, but everything but passing just wasn't. So, that takes us into today's game. How are we going to get on in the Emperor's Cup against Avispa? Well, let's head to the dressing room and find out. Okay everyone, so we're now in the tactical meeting screen, and the first thing I notice is our assistant thinks we should go from a positive to a cautious mentality. Bear in mind, we of course did beat these 2 games ago. Yes, it was at our place, but that is a ridiculous turnaround. We are not even going to pay any attention to it. I'm not even going to go to a balanced approach. We're going to stick with positive. I will take them on their opposition instructions, but the rest of this I'm going to completely disregard. In terms of the tickets though, we do have 5,980 tickets sold for today's game, which has a capacity of 22,563. It's a gusty 14 degrees Celsius in today's third round of the Emperor's Cup. But Who is our team? Well, our team for today's game is Nakano in goal, a backline of Suga, Havania, Fukumori, Komai. Midfield will be controlled by Kim, Mitai and Fukai. On the left-hand side is Sonkrazin, on the right AK-47, Anderson, Lopez in central attacking mid, and Nakashima up front. A bench consisting of Owaka, Yanagi, Tanaka, Takamine, Arano, Ono and Ogashiwa. We do of course have two people missing in Miyazawa. He's not quite fit. I could slide him in, but we're not going to risk it. And Lucas, who of course has an injury. Miyazawa will bring back for the next big game. In fact, the next game, quite frankly, because I believe we have a cup tie coming up very soon. So, submit the team. That hasn't gone down great. In fact, yeah, Sonkrazin. I forgot to change him off winger. I can understand. Song, I agree with you. You're an inside forward. We should have made you an inside forward. That was my mistake. You're now an inside forward. But let's head on out to pitch side. Come on, lads. Show me what you can do. Punch fists. Got to do it passionately. Not gone down with anybody. But hopefully the result goes down well. So, how are we going to get on? Well, we're 3 minutes in and we have a highlight. Komai will throw it into AK-47. Komai cutting inside. Will he get anything going in the central of midfield? He's going to go alone and Murakami will just collect the ball. That was greedy, my friend. Komai, you've got strikers. You've got midfielders in front of you. Just pass it to one of them. They're better at shooting than you. But it will go back out to Lopez. Plays it short to Fukumori. Now with Kim Mitai on the edge of the area. Fukai, can he do anything? Plays over to Kim Mitai. Kim Mitai now over to AK-47. Will he play a through ball to Nakashima? Or go alone perhaps? He's going alone down this right-hand side. He's holding up the ball nicely. He's got Komai. Komai, pull it back. You've got a guy behind you. Please use him. No, he whipped one in and it's collected. Really should have pulled it back for Fukai, I believe there. Fukai could have then either gone himself or whipped in across. Havani, though, will collect it from the goal kick. Fukai gets it over to Komai. Komai, play it up to AK-47 perhaps. No, he's going to go alone. Pull it back for Fukai this time. AK whips it in. Sonkrazin, oh! It's straight out the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper pushes it into his own net. You've got to do better than that, Murakami. And we are going to benefit from that. Sonkrazin, in fact, is going to benefit from that. As AK-47's whipped in cross. Again, Murakami, you've got to do better than that. It was straight at you. You just bobbled it into your own goal, and we are 1-0 up. We are not going to complain with that one. I think their manager is there. So, 20 minutes in, they've not had a single shot. That is a nice sign. We've had 4, 2 currently on target. We do need to be a bit more accurate with our shooting. I should probably put them on a training regimen aimed more at, well, aiming. So, Anderson Lopez gets it back to Suga. Suga, lovely ball over to Nakashima. Lovely save by Murakami, though. This time, he pushes it away from the goal. And we have a corner. Fukumori will be the one to take. Will he do anything with this? Near post, collected by Murakami. Lovely collection from him. And that dispossesses that. Lopez, though, whips in another corner. Another highlight. Back post, Nakashima. 9th goal of the season. Beautiful corner from Anderson Lopez. And an even better drilled header from Nakashima. Let's have another look at this one, ladies and gents. Nakashima has been in some great goal scoring form, as you will have seen from the games in between episodes. So, it's nice to see him playing well. Mia will get it over to Nara. It's now with Mary. I've just realised they've got a Mary and a May. Okay. Havania plays it back to Nakano. Nakano holding up the ball nicely, gets it to Havania. Kim Mitai over to Suga. Suga, will he play it up to Sonkrazin perhaps? Yes, he does. Now, what will Sonkrazin do? Well, he's going to play it back to Kim Mitai. Kim Mitai over to Fukai. Fukai with Sonkrazin. Sonkrazin cutting in from the left-hand side. Can he get anything going? He's darted through their midfield and he can play it through to AK-47 if he wishes. Instead, he's going to play it to Komai. Komai cuts inside himself, plays it over to Kim Mitai. Suga's got acres of space on the left-hand side, but instead he passes it to AK-47 into Nakashima, but unfortunately dispossessed. Suga, I think, was probably the better option there, but we're 2-0. We can't have too many complaints as we cruise into half-time. So, 9 shots to absolutely 0. 5 on target, 2. You guessed it, absolutely 0. That means a 0.95 XG to, you guessed it, absolutely 0. 7 corners to, absolutely 0. 6 fouls to 4. 0 yellow cards, 0 yellow cards, 90% passing to 84, 60% possession to 40. Let's go head to the dressing room. Tell the lads they've had a solid game so far. I'm pleased with things. Keep it going, lads. I would like a little bit more from Fukai, who's currently on 6.6, but besides that, we've been playing well across the board. I would also like Komai and certain other individuals to stop being so greedy and going alone as well, but that's neither here nor there. Havania I could do with resting soon as well. After this highlight, we're going to make some subs, and I believe Havania, if we don't concede, is going to be one of them. Songkrazin intercepts it, gets it down to Lopez. Lopez play it over to Songkrazin perhaps? No, he's played it over to Suga. Suga could play it to Songkrazin. He's going to play it to Kim instead. Somebody get over to Songkrazin. He's got acres of space. Suga now on this left-hand side. Fukai, find him. Yes, he does. Fukai whips it over. Suga plays it to Song. Lopez. Oh, he doesn't play it to Lopez. Instead, he scores a cracking goal himself. 4th goal of the season for Songkrazin. And let's have another look at this one. Not only was it a beautiful effort, look at the space Lopez had. Songkrazin could have played it to him instead of being greedy, quite frankly, and taking this pressured shot. But with a finish like that, you cannot be mad with him. So, 60 minutes into today's game, we are going to make a couple of substitutes. So, Havnia is tired. Although, I don't think we have a game for a little bit. I say a little bit, because relatively speaking, we're used to playing every 2 or 3 days. I believe our next one is scheduled for about a month away, but we have a cup game. I believe it's the Levain Cup game first round, which slots in, and I believe the quarterfinal slots in the 2nd week between. It's real weird. We'll have a look at that, because that really affects where we go in the next episode, but that's more for after this game. Right now, we need to focus on substitutes, and basically what I'm saying is we don't need to focus so much on conditioning, more on ratings, so we can move our midfield about a little bit. Fukai, for example, can come on here. We're going to keep Kim Mi-tai on. We are going to rest Havania, though, because Havania has worked his butt off. So these two are going to be new. Hopefully they don't find this hole in our defence. And hopefully we can get another victory here today. As you can see, 2 goals from Songkrazin puts him on an 8.5 so far. Nakashima with that 1 goal has a solid 7.4 as well. So, can we get a hat-trick for Songkrazin? Can we get, I believe, our first hat-trick in an episode? I believe our first hat-trick in a game this season. So, can we do it? Can Songkrazin do it? Lopez, dispossessed by May. May will give it to Songkrazin in an attempt to try and give him said hat-trick. It's now with Suga on this left-hand side as Kim Mi-tai passes it over to him. Back to Kim Mi-tai once more. And Takamin gets the ball. Komai now coming down this right-hand side. Whips it in. Nakashima can't keep his head down. Don't know why Takamin's name was so difficult for me there, but yeah, I went a bit tongue-tied. Komai throws it into Lopez. Now back to Komai. Komai coming down this right-hand side. Will he whip it across or pull it back to Kim Mi-tai? No, he pulls it back for AK-47 who whips on in. Nakashima can't do anything with it. Lopez will collect it though. Takamin holds up the ball nicely. Kim Mi-tai, Lopez over to AK-47. Kim, Komai on this right-hand side once more. Can he do anything with it? Pull it back to Kim, maybe? Or just run into their defender. That works. I'll take a penalty. Yes, I was going to say, can we give it to Song? And Song has it. And Song has his hat-trick, ladies and gents. Finally, somebody has a hat-trick. And it's Songkrazin. 5th goal of the season for Songkrazin, of course, alongside his 4th and even 3rd. So, it's 4-0. We can relax. 4 minutes left. We have a couple of players absolutely shattered. Song and Lopez. You know what? Song, you've had a beautiful game. You deserve a rest. Can we get anyone over onto that wing? Can we, heck? What about as a winger? Can anyone play over there as a winger? No. Wrong screen. Again, no. Nobody can really play over there as a winger either. I don't know about this one then. It's for 4 minutes. Who do we have? AK-47 can play as a left midfielder. Do we have anyone who can play as a right midfielder? How about we do this? AK-47, right. Komai can move up. Okay, we'll do that. Right, you go there, you go there. Komai slides up, Yanagi goes here. And that allows the wonderful Song Krasin, after getting his hat-trick, to go put his feet up for the last 5 minutes of today's game, because, quite frankly, if anyone on this pitch deserves a rest, it is him. So, as you can see, 4-0 in the end. We held them to 2 singular shots, 1 on target. 15 shots in the end for us with 8 on target, a 2.06 XG to a 0.07, 9 corners to 0, 18 fouls to 12, 0 yellow cards, 88% passing to 83, 59% possession to 41. And of course, the standout performer was Song Krasin with that 9.3 and a hat-trick. So, I'm very pleased with your performance, lads. Well done, especially you, Song Krasin. You have been excellent in today's game. So, as you all know, well, in fact, look, so, yeah, our J-League Cup is on the Saturday. Today's game was on a Wednesday, so resting players up was quite a smart thing because it is only 3 days away. And then we do get a little bit of a rest after that one, I believe. It does say our next game is in 21 days, but as we can see, it's not. It's on the 30th, which I don't know who we're playing. So, we've gone through the Emperor's Cup. We are going to, of course, face Katola Toyama in the Emperor's Cup, and that's on the 17th of June. Okay, so where does that fall relative to everywhere else? Ah, there we go. It's there. So the 17th, we shall be versing them. I believe, though, the other cup game is going to slide itself in. Oh, it's a double header. That's why there's such a big gap. So we are going to come back for both games, maybe? Not quite sure how we're doing that one, to be honest. I think we might come back for a double header. If not, we're definitely going to come back for the away game, or at least the second. Let's give it a second. I'm going to fast forward. We're going to see which order these fixtures come up in, who we are, of course, going to verse in the next episode, and then we'll figure it out from there. So I'll see you fine folks in just a second. Okay, everyone, it's time to draw the first round of the Levain Cup. So let's head on over to the draw. As you can see, there is quite a few formidable teams in this. In fact, they're all J1 League teams, except for Kofu. The chances of us getting Kofu, however, are very slim to none. So let's see who we actually get. So first out of the hat is Shonan Bellmer. They will go up against Gamba Osaka. We have the Antlers against Pulse. We then have, we're at home, I believe, in our first fixture. And we shall be versing, of course, Yokohama. Yeah, that's not going to... Oh, of course, Vissel Kobe, of all teams, gets the easy draw. Makes total sense. So yes, we are going to verse Yokohama FC. Now, I don't quite remember. I know they're not as good as Yokohama F Mirinos, if I remember correctly, but I think they're still pretty formidable. So let's have a little look at the league. Yes, Yokohama F Mirinos are second. The ones we're versing, they're 19th, so we might. Season preview. They're expected to finish 18th. We are favourites. We are favourites for this tie. And speaking of being favourites, we have the home leg first. So hopefully we can go into the away game on a bit of a good run of form. Now, in terms of how I'm going to do this, I don't know if I want us to have a proper look around at Yokohama before the game, or if we just do both fixtures, you know, show you both legs of the match, and then do we have the cup draw after? If we have the cup draw not long after, I might be tempted to just do the one. No, you know what? I'll leave it for your imagination. We'll see in the next episode whether we're going to have a double leg of Yokohama or whether we're going to have the away leg and a nice little look round, and perhaps even the draw for the next round, I would assume, would be in that episode as well. The episode following that, of course, we are going to play our Emperor's Cup game against Katala Toyama, which should be quite an easy fixture. Then I think we'll probably play the Kashiwa Racehall game if games don't get shuffled about, but I think that's probably our next 3 episodes. So, very congested, not going to have many catch-up games, which does open the door, of course, for having a better look at these locations. But I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.